Rivian RAD, the adventure team making its EVs tougher. Rivian has never really been the type to play it safe. For a relatively young EV brand, it's racked up some seriously impressive adventures, driving an R1T all the way to the tip of South America, tackling the grueling Trans-America Trail with Motor Trend, competing at the Rebel Rally, Pikes Peak, and even an ice race in Montana. Behind all of that, a scrappy internal team that never had an official name. Until now, say hello to the Rivian Adventure Department, or RAD, because of course, that's what they called it. So, what exactly is RAD? RAD isn't some flashy new division that Rivian cooked up overnight. The team, the drivers, and the engineers have actually been there all along, quietly putting Rivians through hell in some of the most extreme conditions imaginable. They just finally gave it a proper name and decided to make it official. We just applied an actual formal name to it to activate it in a larger way, said Rivian's Chief Design Officer, Jeff Hamoud. The first event where they officially flew the RAD flag was the FAT, International Big Sky Ice Race in Montana, a perfect fit for the kind of wild gearhead energy RAD is all about. Don't expect a RAD badge truck. Yet before you get too excited, pump the brakes a little. There's no RAD Edition R1T dropping anytime soon to go head-to-head with the Ford Raptor or Toyota Trailhunter. But Hamoud didn't exactly slam the door on the idea either. I can't talk about how we'll apply RAD in future products, he said. But you could definitely see it at some point. It will be part of our future product line and our nomenclature. The key thing Rivian wants to avoid? Turning RAD into just another marketing badge slapped on a truck with some extra skid plates and a cool color option. For it to be successful, I think it really needs to be rooted in something that's real and not just a badge, Hamoud said. Fair point. Nobody wants a watered-down adventure package that's really just floor mats and a sticker. What RAD actually does right now. RAD's main job is to take everything learned from racing and hardcore trail driving and turn it into real software improvements for current Rivian owners. And thanks to Rivian's over-the-air update system, those upgrades can roll out to vehicles already on the road. No dealership visit required. A great example of this is the RAD Tuner, added last year for Gen 2 QUA DR1S and R1T models. It lets drivers tweak over 10 different powertrain and suspension settings to dial in exactly the kind of drive they want, whether that's crawling over rocks or blasting down a dirt road. And while RAD has naturally leaned into off-road stuff given that the R1T and R1S are built for it, Hamoud made it clear they're not limiting themselves to just mud and trails. Think of it as an adventure motorsports division, he said. Those experiences are not limited to one sort of sport. Case in point, both the R1S and R1T can pull off a 10-second quarter mile and a drag strip. RAD wants to explore all that. What's next? As for where RAD goes from here, things are still pretty open. Could they show up at the Mint 400 Desert Race? Maybe jump into the American Rally Association Series. Possibly, but nothing's confirmed yet. RAD could, Hamoud said with a shrug. But we haven't decided on any of that yet. What is clear is that the spirit RAD represents isn't just a marketing exercise. It runs deep at Rivian. From CEO R.J. Scaringe all the way down to the people building the upcoming R2 and R3 models. That's why RAD encapsulates that culture and mindset, Hamoud said. Rivian wants you to know that underneath all the tech and software, there are genuine gearheads running the show. And honestly, that's pretty rad.